Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this Facebook Live. We'll talk about the weather in just a moment here. Scott, Lydia joining you for this Facebook Live. You can find us every morning about 8 o'clock. We go live here on Facebook. You can also find us throughout the day on your Facebook feed. You can also find us at other places like our Inform YouTube channel and your favorite podcast platform. Just go to inform.com and look for the Inform Minute. All right, Lydia, today another chilly start to the day, a little breezy, but things are supposed to improve.
Yes, some improvement today. We'll see the sun eventually. I know it's kind of cloudy and gloomy out right now, but when I look at my satellite map, there's clear sky from about Jamestown, Devil's Lake, back toward Bismarck and Minot, so it's on its way. It's inching closer and closer to us. Once we can get some sun, of course, our temperatures respond to that. We warm up into the 30s. Some spots close to 40 today. Depends on your snowpack. If you have a lot of snow on the ground, you won't get to 40 today. If you have a little snow on the ground, then the potential is there. So areas like Wapton, Fergus Falls could hit that 40-degree mark. We're forecasting 38 in Fargo, 31 in Grand Forks, and then some upper 20s, Devil's Lake, Langdon, Rolla, areas that have a lot more snow on the ground. So some melting weather in store today. Temps getting to the other side of freezing and a little sun will be enough to do the trick. Cool. We'll keep temps close to 40 today, tomorrow, even into Saturday and Sunday, Friday as well. My days are off. I'm not working Friday, so my days are all jumbled. Yeah, plus it was Halloween, and Halloween as a parent is exhausting. I feel extra tired this morning. Anyways, we're going to keep temps close to 40 for the next few days, which means we'll continue to have melting weather, even if we don't have great sunshine. The potential is there to melt away all of the snow in the metro. Again, where you have deeper snow, that's not going to happen. Just isn't in the cards. But it's possible in the metro, which is good news because I still need to put away my patio furniture.
Procrastination, wait till you have to do it, and then it's kind of miserable.
And it is miserable. I don't have an excuse either because I knew it was going to turn colder. Like, no part of me didn't know that it wasn't going to get colder. Yeah, so my fault. It'll be a great husband and wife bonding experience to put away the cold patio furniture in the cold. Yeah. Anyways, where was I going with this? On Friday, cloudy sky, maybe a sprinkle or a flurry or a pocket of drizzle. Depending on timing and temperatures, I might have to watch that one closely because freezing drizzle is kind of a nasty thing. It can just coat stuff with a glaze of ice. I'm not saying that's a guarantee, but it's a possibility. Could happen in a few spots. I'm just going to watch that closely. Friday, early Friday, I think is the best bet for that. Otherwise, we're good to go on Saturday for any of your weekend travel plans. If you're headed down to Brookings for the NDSU, SDSU, Dakota Marker game, should be good in terms of travel. Next best chance for accumulating snow comes Sunday night into Monday. Monday morning commute could be a little snowy, slick, sloppy. So we'll start watching for that. A little too soon for any kind of detail on how much snow. I don't think a big snowstorm, but I think there's going to be some brand new snow on the road for you on Monday morning. After that, we'll turn colder. Highs will be back down into the 30s and 20s in some spots. So a little bit of a heat wave here to end the week if you consider 40 a heat wave. But
well, it's been brutal the last couple of days.
It has. Funny enough, 1 month ago today, October 1st, it was 96 degrees.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that wild?
It's crazy.
We took a huge nosedive in our temperatures. So it's funny to look back on that it was 96 degrees 1 month ago today.
Yeah.
Halloween last year was 70 degrees in Fargo. And
not the case this time.
No, we were bundled up. This much of my kid's face was showing yesterday.
Yeah, gotta keep them warm.
Yeah, you do, and yourself. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, I think that's everything in the weather department. We'll watch out for a couple little chances of snow into next week. Otherwise, some melting weather on tap for today.
All righty.
All right,
sounds
thanks.
Good. Thanks, Lydia. All right, let's dive into our headlines this morning. This is kind of a big deal. This morning, President Joe Biden is going to be headed to Minnesota. He's probably on his way right now. He's going to be at a farm south of the Twin Cities. The White House is calling this trip the Investing in Rural America event series. He'll be stopping across the country in various places. It's going to highlight investments in smart agriculture, bringing new revenue to farms, and increased economic development in rural towns and communities. We know Secretary of Agriculture Tom Vilsack and other administration leaders will be with Biden on the trip to Minnesota and throughout this whole series. Starting today, extra officers will be out in Grand Forks to ensure drivers are wearing their seatbelts, so make sure to buckle up. It's all part of a click it or ticket campaign there. Several law enforcement agencies in Grand Forks will be targeting seatbelt violations. Now, these types of stops have actually become a lot more frequent since wearing a seatbelt became a law in August. specifically for passengers and that kind of thing. The campaign does go through December 14th, so a little over a month and a half or so. During that time, Grand Forks Police are reminding drivers, make sure you wear your seatbelts, make sure all of the passengers in your vehicle are wearing your seatbelts, or there's a good chance you'll get pulled over. So stay safe. Today, part of one of the interstates here in Fargo is going to be closing down. It's not happening until later tonight at the I-29 Tri-Level Bridge area. Southbound lanes on 29 will be shut down at 9 o'clock tonight. It's going to be that way through 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. So if you're late night driving, overnight driving, this is when it's going to impact you. Crews are going to be installing 2 new overhead signs there for traffic. During those hours, North Dakota Highway Patrol will be directing traffic, so keep an eye out for that. Right now, you might be wondering what you should do with those pumpkins that you carved and if they're drooping and sagging and starting to rot a little bit. If you live in Moorhead, you can drop them off at a compost bin. Clay County's Take Jack Back composting program going on for the next 2 weeks. You'll be able to drop off your pumpkins at your local recycling drop-off site. There's going to be a bin labeled for you to toss those pumpkins in. You can visit claycountymn.gov for a list of where to toss those pumpkins and where those bins will be. However, make sure to take out any candles or lights or anything on the outside of the pumpkin that you decorated it with before you throw it away. All right, for all you recyclers out there, November is your month to help out a good local cause. Cans for Cartons will be going on all month long. It's a program that turns aluminum cans into milk for elementary students. For every pound of cans collected in November, 1 cent will go towards the Milk and Elementary Snack Program at Fargo schools. There are plenty of places to drop off those cans, including the Coliseum, Nicholson Field, the Osgood Fire Station, also several schools where you can drop things off. Those are McKinley, Longfellow, Lincoln, Centennial, and the Lewis and Clark Elementary Schools. For context, last year this program raised about $300 through those cans. That was enough to help buy 1,500 cartons of milk for kids here locally. Dog owners, listen up. There's an important food recall due to a salmonella risk. Mid-America Pet Food is voluntarily recalling 3 lots of Victor Super Premium dog food, select beef meal, and brown rice formula. The recall for that 5, 15, and 40-pound bag sizes is all of those included. Best by dates of June 12th of next year. We did check for you. That dog food is still being sold locally at Fleet Farm in Fargo and Tractor Supply Company in Dilworth. If you have this dog food, get rid of it and then clean out any of those food bowls or food storage containers that the food may have touched. All right, Minnesota Vikings fans, there's a new quarterback in town. The Vikings have added Josh Dobbs to their roster. The team made the move with the Arizona Cardinals yesterday ahead of the NFL trade deadline. The Vikings gave up a 6th-round pick to get him for the team. Of course, he's coming in to potentially replace Kirk Cousins, who suffered that devastating Achilles injury on Sunday. Head coach Kevin O'Connell says rookie Jaron Hall is going to get the start this Sunday against the Falcons, but Dobbs does have a chance to get into the game if he's ready, and then we'll just have to see going forward from there. You can ensure, I'm sure Dom's going to talk about Josh Dobbs today on Hot Mic with Dom Izzo. But besides that, it took 16 years for Grand Forks Central, but the Knights earned a spot in the state semis. Why football is the popular sport this fall. Also, the Bison basketball season just around the corner. Dave Richmond previews the anticipated season opener. You can watch Hot Mic this morning from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inforum.com. Also, a reminder, for 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, you can get an all-access pass to Inforum.com. Just visit Inforum.com/subscribe to get that deal. And then join us the rest of the day for our newscast. Our next one's at 11, then 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And I'll be back tomorrow morning with Lydia for First News from 5 to 7 in the morning, so join us then. Until then, have a good day. Bye.